Well, I think you go back to an old adage in our industry that you've heard before: better, faster, and cheaper. If you can pull that off with HD, then you're ahead of the game. And the way we do it is actually quite unique. At JVC, we've looked at, of course, the technology. We're building great cameras, we have been, and we've applied that technology so that our HD cameras by themselves can produce very, very competitive high-definition images. To do it faster, well, we looked at the workflow. And one of the bottlenecks we found when going to file-based workflows is that quite often the files had to be transcoded or rewrapped in order to get them into the editing system and use them efficiently. And what we have done with our latest HD cameras is that we're recording in the native format of popular editing systems such as Apple's Final Cut Pro. By recording in the camera in the MOV format and wrapping it exactly the way Final Cut Pro wraps, you don't have to take the files off the memory card in order to begin using them. Which means if you have an hour's worth of footage, you put it into your editing system and it immediately appears in your editing system while it's still sitting on the memory card. You can scrub it and edit it instantly. So that's what we mean by faster. And less expensive or cheaper? Well, by using SDHC memory cards, we've actually accomplished what nobody else has done, and that is created a recording format with HD on solid state media that on a per minute basis is about the same as Beta SP tape. We've been using 1/3 inch images in our cameras since the first Pro HD cameras back in 2004, and they've gotten better and better. Obviously there are some drawbacks. For example, in terms of depth of field, you don't get the same depth of field you would with, say, a piece of 35mm film. That can be a mixed blessing for people who are shooting ENG who may not be as critical in focusing. Having a broader depth of field is actually better. But if you're doing cinematography, you want to have a reduced depth of field so you can have more creative effects. For those people, we offer a PL mount adapter that allows you to use prime lenses on the camera that are designed for film use. And so I think we've accomplished both. We've been able to satisfy the ENG videographers as well as the cinematographers. So it's finally here, and we're looking at 3D. What is the time frame going to be? It's not a question is, will there be 3D? We've had 3D for 150 years. The question is, when will people see it at home on their television screens? And we're getting very close. With the JVC monitor that we're showing at this show, we can produce 3D without any changes to the hardware platform supplying the set. Now think about that, because that means you don't have to change the Blu-ray recorder. That means you can use an existing cable or satellite or broadcast television channel to send HD content to the set. And the TV will then decode the images that are being supplied to it and display it on a LCD panel that is specially designed to produce left and right images discreetly for your left and right eyes using passive glasses, and that's the other important component. If you have glasses that are so expensive you wouldn't give them to a 4-year-old, then how are you going to use 3D at a 4-year-old birthday party with a dozen kids? $300 glasses just don't cut it. But if you can give them cardboard glasses that you paid $1 for, well, then you've got a real winner. Content is now available even in HD on the YouTube. So that is now driving production. It's driving people that purchase cameras to produce content, because now they have an easy way of distributing it. And not only are we going to see content in HD distributed that way, but this will probably be the first outlet for 3D, believe it or not. Yes, we see it in the movie theaters. The big movie companies put 3D out that way. But there's nothing to stop an independent producer from producing 3D content and distributing it over the web.